Before we really can get started, you need to be able to edit Go files. If you already have an editor, great, you can use that one, or you can use Visual Studio Code, which I'll be using. I will show you how to download and set it up, and in the next lectures, you can just follow along. You can find Visual Studio Code by typing VS Code in any search engine, and then code.visualstudio.com should be the first one that appears. And you can download a version for Windows, Mac, or Linux. The download should start immediately. And then when you click on the download, it should start the installer. You should accept the agreement. And then you can just install it wherever. So I'm not really changing anything. I'm just clicking next and install to have Visual Studio Code installed. Then you can launch Visual Studio Code. And then you should see a Get Started page. What you can do first is you can open a new folder, a new project. So make a new folder. Go Hello World, and then select this folder. So now I am in the Go Hello World folder, and let's create a new file, our first Go file, to make sure we have all the extensions installed. So the first error that you will see is fail to find the Go binary, and you still need to install Go first before you can write any Go code. You can click on that link, or you can go directly to the download page of Go. The official web page is Go Dev, and here you can download a version for Windows, Mac, Linux. We are on Windows. We are going to download the Windows version, and then we are going to run the installer. Again, next, and install. And then once it is installed, it's probably best to close Visual Studio Code. You might have to close it a few times in the beginning to make sure that once you install all the components, that those components are also correctly loaded. Finished. And then let's close this just to make sure that it's properly reloaded. Let's open it again. And then once you open it again, it's possible that you already see a pop-up coming to install the Go extension. If not, here you can type in Go and click install to install the Go extension. And then it will immediately start complaining about lots of dependencies that are not installed, which you all have to install. So Go tests, Go modify tags, Go play DLV, Go PLS. So these DLV is for debugging and Go PLS is for autocomplete. So these we definitely need. And then it will all download these. And then once these are all downloaded and you see Go outline, it also asks Go outline. And once these are all installed, we can test our first program. So what we need to have installed, we need to have installed Go, the Go extension, and then all these tools that Visual Studio Code will propose. We will need another restart, but I'll just want to write some simple code first to test whether our setup is working. Package main, import fmt, and then func main fmt printf hello world. And I'm going to save this and install this one as well. Go imports. This will automatically import our libraries when we need them. Once this is finished, I'm just going to close it again. So this is succeeded. I'm going to close this again. Open Visual Studio Code. And let's see where we are now. Still need to add a few more things. And then let's also open a terminal. And in this terminal, I'm just going to type go mod init hello world to initialize our module, and then this red line will go away after some time, and we should be able to run our first program. So let's see if we can run it or whether we need another restart. So when we run it, the output is going to be in our debug console. Go run without debugging. And it says hello world. That's what you should be able to see. Start debugging. Let's try with debugging. That should also work. And this is when DLV is used. So this DLV you need for debugging. Hello world, that also works. And let's now try to go to our terminal. And you can also run in VS Code in Windows this program, either using go run main.go or go run and just a dot. So on macOS, what I'm doing in this course a lot is go run start.go, but that doesn't work here on Windows. So whenever I use go run start.go, go run and then just a dot also works. So if you have any problem with this, make sure that Go extension is installed, that you close Visual Studio Code, that you open it again, and that you install all these tools that Visual Studio proposes you to install. Go Outline, Go PLS, and so on, to install those. And then if I exit again, now you see the red line is also gone. Now it all works. So I will start with a simple program again in one of the first lectures. The goal of this lecture is just to have your IDE installed, to be able to run a simple program without errors from the terminal or using the debug console.